Hi, my name is Sharon Morris, and I'll be presenting to you today transition partners to be found here in Montrose County. The partners we will be discussing today are the Center for Independence, Community Options, Workforces Swap Program, Dream Captures Therapy Center, All Points Transit, the Center for Mental Health, and finally the Special Olympics Project Unify. Most of the information I have was provided through the Montrose Community Directory. First up is the Center for Independence. The center was founded in 1982, initially to help the blind, but expanding to help all those with disabilities. CFI is one of 9 independent living centers in Colorado. CFI serves the Grand Junction, Glenwood Springs, and Montrose areas. There are a number of core services that CFI provides, but we will be concentrating on those targeting the transition needs of students. First up is the Youth Transition Program. This program is aimed at young adults ages 14 to 25, and they help with benefits, service applications, and providing support groups. Next is the job training programs. The goal of job training programs is to promote skills that translate into independent living. Number 3 is the housing and direct services. CFI offers housing assistance aimed at allowing those with disabilities to live independently. Next up is Community Options. Community Options serves the western slope of counties of Montrose, Delta, Gunnison, Hinsdale, Ouray, and San Miguel. Its primary focus is helping families of those with developmental disabilities. They do this in the following manner. Family support. This program has a pool of funds that is used in a flexible manner to help families in need. Next up is extensive services. These services are provided to help support a child with developmental disabilities remain in the home. The main goal of this fund is to prevent out-of-home placement of the child. Supported living is geared towards independent living for those who are moving out of the family home or still living in the family home and providing special support for that as well. SWAP is provided through the Montrose Workforce Center. SWAP offers vocational services. This is geared towards youth ages 16 through 25 to help them gain successful employment, and it is done in partnership with the Montrose and Olathe schools. Dreamcatchers is located in Olathe, Colorado, and provides the following services. Hippotherapy, which is a physical, occupational, speech, and language therapy treatment that utilizes horses. And the equine assisted therapy, which is a professional field where horses are used as a tool for emotional growth and learning. My daughter benefited from the equine assisted therapy. She had the chance to work with rescued horses. It was through this experience that she learned to think before acting and to move more deliberately. All Points Transit offers safe transportation for those persons with disabilities. They do this through Dial-A-Ride, which is in cooperation with Community Options and the Center for Independence. Next up is the Center for Mental Health. The Center for Mental Health offers services in 3 broad areas. First up is Connected Care. Connected Care offers physical and mental health integration in conjunction with the River Valley Family Clinics. The only thing that is not covered is vision. This is helpful for those with disabilities in that everything is under one roof. The main focus, of course, is mental health services. They offer individual, group, family, and psychiatric services, as well as substance abuse counseling. Finally, care management. This is very helpful for those in transition because the care management services provided through the Mental Health Center helps clients access other community support systems. Last but not least is Special Olympics Project Unify. This project is geared towards teaching the students with and without intellectual difficulties self-advocacy skills as well as self-determination skills. This project has a place close to my heart. My daughter has grown a lot through working in this project. She started out on one side as a special needs student and then has moved over to become a mentor for other special needs students. They do this through 3 sets of activities. First of all is the Special Olympic activities, where students with and without intellectual difficulties work together to participate in Special Olympics physical things like basketball, volleyball, track and field, of course, as well as snow activities such as snowshoeing and skiing. Next is community activities. These activities involved the students with and without intellectual disabilities working together to plan projects within the community. One of the projects that they have done this last year is to build a greenhouse in conjunction with the Future Farmers of America group at the Montrose High School. Next up is partnerships. This program promotes social inclusion in the schools. It's very important that students with special needs do not feel alienated. This is where self-advocacy is really encouraged. That is the last of my partners. Now we will move on to my interview. My interview was with Carolyn Riddig from Project Unify. When Carolyn moved here in 2001 from Texas, she was saddened to find that the Special Olympics program had just fizzled and died from lack of interest. She reached out to the community, and in 2002, the Special Olympics program was up and running again. In 2008, she started the Project Unify. Project Unify is the only one here on the western slope of Colorado. And in 2015, Carolyn was recognized as Volunteer of the Year primarily for her work with Project Unify. When asked, Carolyn said that Project Unify is open to all high school students in Montrose and Olathe area. She says that she really encourages those students from the general education population to work with the students with special needs. She thinks it's a growth opportunity for those students. Project Unify is a Special Olympics program. Its intention is to bring together students from the general education population and the special education population. And like I said in the previous slide, its primary purpose is to build self-advocacy skills as well as self-determination skills with the students. Carolyn Riddig also works with the Colorado Workforce in their SWAP program. I just found that out recently when she asked if Samantha needed some help finding a job. It helps students with special needs find employment, and this is an area where children with special needs feel like they can't work in the workforce because of their disabilities. And Carolyn is really passionate about this program, that students be able to reach their full potential. Carolyn has stated that her worry about the Special Olympics and Project Unify is that when she retires, there's no one to take over her role. She has had volunteers come forward, but there's no long-term depth to any of them. And she's afraid that once she retires, the program will fizzle and die again. Carolyn works very closely with the SPED Ed department in both Montrose and Olathe high schools. Her visibility as in the Special Olympics has allowed her to be the bridge between the SPED Ed department and the community. She is often the one people go to ask if what services are available for the student, and she's more than happy to fulfill that role. Thank you for listening to my presentation on the partners available here in Montrose, Colorado. Here's the list of the resources that I used to make this presentation. I highly recommend downloading the Montrose Community Directory available from the Montrose Community Foundation. Again, thank you very much for listening.